Majestic sound. Tell them to say you should go and tweet that.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Toby D. You already know what it is. It's Faith Football Fans. Now listen, I got a few things I got to get off my chest because I just read an article by someone, and I'm not going to mention any names. But it's funny how you try to discredit the Falcons, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Now, everybody knows that the Falcons offense, and have known this since the Falcons have been so consistent throughout the whole season, with the exception of the Eagles game, that we have and have had a Super Bowl caliber offense. But the defense had been struggling and not up to many people's likings. You had one guy who really starting to get on my nerves with his NFL rankings. And many of you know who it is. I'm not going to mention no names, but you look at those NFL rankings on NFL.com all the time like I do. Especially this most recent one where he still is disrespecting our Falcons. But anyway, he was one of the ones who said that when the Falcons were winning, is that the defense was going to be the ones to hold the Falcons back because they really were not that good. But now it's starting to seem that they're part of the reason why the Falcons are now having another shot at going for the NFC championship win and hopefully making it to the Super Bowl. And then I read this article basically discrediting Dan Quinn, praising his defense and their communication, and basically saying how they've improved over the last 5-6 weeks. He starts to talk about the teams that they played. And basically, his thing is because the teams they played that the stats are a little deceiving, in other words. But let me tell you about something. I just listened to Randall Cobb's interview presser in the locker room. And he is the only one right now that I know of that is talking with some sense. When they asked him about on film since week 8, what has he seen from the Falcons defense? You know what he said? They are moving around very fast, and they have some big hitters. Now listen, I finished high school. I did pretty okay. I got all my credits, got my diploma, I got out. And so, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but when you add an S on the end of a word, that's plural form, isn't it? That's not singular in this moment. Big hitters means that they've been watching the film about these Falcons knocking people out, taking people out of the game. Now, they want to get us to prepare for Jordy Nelson with the broken ribs. Of course, that's what they want to do. Anybody that's a coach would want us to spend a lot of time preparing for someone who is probably not going to play. And like I said before in my last video, it's probably not suggestive that he does play because of those big hitters that Randall Cobb is talking about. So that lets me know that they are paying heavy attention to what this young defense has been doing on the field. And that could actually be kind of scary and intimidating. And that's exactly what Dan Quinn wanted, which is why he always stressed that what you put on film is everything. And now the Packers are realizing it. They're not stupid. And when you play 15 games straight, heading into your 16th game with no rest since week 4 on your bye week, you can have all the 8-game streaks all you want to. Your body is tired, which in turn means you got to apply extra focus mentally and physically on the field. And when you are playing a hot Falcons team right now, that's not what you want. See, a lot of people don't know this, but we were about the 14th game that the Seattle Seahawks played going into that divisional round. And a lot of us know what the Falcons did to them defensively and offensively. That's a lot of games to play without rest, proper rest for your body. You can get in the ice tub all you want to. That is only going to partially do you some good. Listen, this team is so hurt right now, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and it's looking like offensively too. They are basically trying to scrounge up players like scrounging up change. And we all know when you want that piece of candy from the store, your parents is not going to give you any money. What do you normally go and do? You looking up under the sofa? You looking up under the bed trying to find any pennies you can get, quarters you can get, dimes, or whatever the case that you can get. That's basically what the Packers are doing right now on this roster, heading into playing this championship game against a fresh, healthy Falcons team. That's what they're doing. They have to give guys rest. Even Mike McCarthy himself said he's more focused on getting his players healthy than he is practice. So that means guys is not going to participate in practice. Some guys can't participate because they might not even be playing Sunday. You may have lost one of your best safeties in Morgan Burnett due to a quadricep injury. He may not even be able to play, and you already have a banged up secondary. Now you got some of your receivers. Mr. Geronimo Allison did not participate in practice. Don't mean they're not going to play. And you got Devontae Adams, who Mike McCarthy himself say won't even practice until Saturday, the day before they got to fly out here to play the Falcons. Now, I know everybody would really, really love for the Packers to beat us then, because then they would have so many storylines to build up on the Falcons. Well, they couldn't even beat a depleted team. I saw something that someone tweeted out. I'm not going to call his name, but a lot of us don't like him. I honestly try not to not like people. He be on NFL Network being as biased as they can be. I'm not going to mention names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Talking about the Falcons. He's taking the Falcons, but that we better beat this Packers injury-plagued team, because then we would be the laughing stock. Dude, I ain't laughing at nothing. I'm proud of my team. Dan Quinn has taken his team to the NFC Championship in only his second season. Our future is bright. And I believe we're going to win Sunday. I don't care who's coming in there. But according to them, Aaron Rodgers is Mr. Michael Jordan, so he can take me and other people and basically win a game. It's going to take more than just Aaron Rodgers to beat this Falcons team. Now, that's it. I just had to get that out. Please comment, subscribe, share, like. Let me know what you feeling. Are you mad about what people are saying, or are you not really worried about it? I wasn't going to say anything, but that article got up under my skin right there. But I'm leaving it alone, and I'll let you talk about it. Again, my name is Toby D. Faith Football Fans. Peace. I'm out.